Hello friends, good morning, Vande Mataram, Jai Bharat, Jai Shri Swaminarayan. My name is Milan Dolaria. In this video, we start our new chapter. It is chapter number 15, probability. Okay, so just be ready, open your mind, let's start it. First of all, we just start with the definition. What is the definition of probability? Here, first of all, it is written that probability is the chances of happening of an event. Probability gives us chances to happening of an event. Okay, if we are standing on the terrace and rain is come or not, okay, so we just estimate that rain will come or not. If monsoon season is there, then there is more chances for the rain, right? But if other seasons are there, then there is very less chances for the rain. Okay, so that chances, event happen or not, that chances, it is called probability. Okay, that means probability gives the chances of happening of an event. That means it just gives one percentage. That means 50% chances are there for happening of an event. Right? If we toss a coin, then there is two possibilities. For head and tail, both have 50% probability, right? Because total two possibility we have, so either head will come, otherwise tail will come, right? So that chances of head, it is called probability, right? So probability, that means chances of happening of an event. Okay, so if we estimate the event that will happen or not, so we want one number, right? That means 80% chances are there to happening of an event. It is called probability. Okay. So probability gives the chances of happening of an event. It is denoted by P in bracket E. It is called probability of an event E. P of E, it means probability of an event E. That means any event, right? If we toss a coin, then head will come. It is one event, so that is represented by P of E. We can represent it by any alphabet. That means P of A, P of B, P of C. It is the name of an event. Okay, we can give one alphabet to name of an event. That means here we can write probability of event B even, probability of event A, probability of event X. Okay, it's our choice. So it is denoted by P of A. Here P, that means probability, bracket shows of probability of an event. After that, what is the formula of probability? What is the formula of probability? So probability P of E is equal to favorable outcomes divided by total outcomes. Favorable outcomes divided by total outcomes. That means if we want to find the probability for head, okay, then we first of all we need to try. It means if we try 5 times, if we 5 times toss a coin, then how many times head will come? If 2 times head will come, so that 2 becomes our favorable outcomes. Okay, if 5 times we toss a coin, then this total outcomes is 5. Total 5 result we have. Right, if we toss 5 times, if we toss a coin, then 5 results are coming. Okay, if 5 results are there, then it is the total outcomes 5. Out of that, 2 times head is there. Out of that, 2 times head is there. So that 2 times it becomes our favorable outcomes. That means 2 divided by 5. It means that out of 5, 2 times head come. Okay. Out of 5 times, 2 times had come. So that's why it is represented by 1 ratio. Okay, and from that we can just estimate the probability. Okay, alternately in standard 8, one chapter is that direct and inverse proportion, right? So this is the case of direct proportion. So in that we can write like this. First of all, just take that example. Out of 5 times, 2 times head will come. So we can write like this. In 5 times, 2 times head will come. Okay. If total result is 5 times and 2 times head is there, so out of 100, how many times? Right? From 5 times, 2 times head will come. So from 100, how many times? So here 100 multiplied 2 divided by 5. This ratio, it is the formula of probability. Right here 2, that means our favorable outcomes, divided by total outcomes. If we multiply this answer with 100, then we get the answer in percentage. That means 80% chances, otherwise 60% chances. Okay. So this is the one case of direct proportion that we already learned in standard 8. Right, so favorable outcome divided by total outcomes. That means if here 2 by 5 is there, so we can say like this: out of 5 times, 2 times had come. Okay, out of 5 times, that is denominator, total outcomes. Out of 5 times, 2 times had is there, it is favorable outcomes. So formula for probability, it is favorable outcome divided by total outcomes. Okay. Probability gives the chances in percentage, right? So percentage always lies between 0 to 100. Minimum 0% are there and maximum it is possible 100%, right? More than 100% it is not possible. So what is the range of percentage? 0 to 100, right? Percentage cannot be negative. If we talk about the results, okay, then percentage will not come in negative number and percentage cannot be more than 100. So what is the range of probability? That is 0 to 100 for the percentage, right? 0 to 100. But here probability shows only ratio. It does not give the percentage. For finding out the percentage, we need to divide the answer of probability into 100. Okay, here it gives only one ratio. If we want to find the percentage chances, then we need to multiply our answer with 100. So this is the percentage, but right now we do not have percentage, we just have the ratio. Right, so here for ratio we need to divide by 100 here. Right, so here 0 by 100, it's a 0 only, and 100 by 100 it's a 1. That means our answer of ratio, it is always lies between 0 to 1. Okay. Here it means that our answer of probability always lies between 0 to 1, because if here we have 2 and if we multiply that 2 with 100, so it becomes 200%. It's not possible, right? So that's why start with the 0 and end with the 1. So here probability always lies between 0 to 1. One more proof we have. That means if we toss 5 times, if we toss the coin, then the number of head, it cannot be a negative number, right? Total 5 times we toss a coin, so number of head, how many times we get the head, it cannot be a negative number, right? Maybe it's possible that all time we get tail. Okay, out of 5 times it is possible that all time we get tail, so it means that 0 times head. Right, it is the minimum possibility. 0 times head. So left hand side range, left hand side limit of probability is 0. Right, but it cannot be negative number. That means we cannot say that -1 times head will come. Okay, minimum it can be 0. That's why our answer of probability start with the 0. That means left hand side limit is 0. It cannot be less than 0. Now think about the maximum answer. If we toss 5 times, if we toss the coin, then maximum 5 times head will come. Right? If we toss 5 times, if we toss the coin, that it is not possible that 6 times head will come. Maximum it can be 5 times. Right? So if it is 5 times, so favorable outcomes 5, total outcomes 5 divided by 1. But it cannot be more than 5. So definitely our answer will not be more than 1. So our right hand side limit, it is 1. That means our answer of probability always lies between 0 to 1. That's why it is written here. Probability of an event E which is greater than or equal to 0. It can be 0. Okay, greater than or equal to 0. But less than or equal to 1. It can be 0, it can be 1. But it cannot be less than 0, it cannot be more than 1. Always lies between 0 to 1. Okay. So here first of all definition, formula and range. After that, sum of probability of all the elementary event is 1. Sum of probability of all elementary event is 1. Now again just take that example. If we 5 times toss a coin, right, 2 times head will come, so alternately 3 times tail will come, right? If 2 times head come, so definitely other 3 times head tail come, right? So what is the probability of head? 2 by 5. What is the probability for tail? For tail, favorable outcomes is 3 because 3 times tail will come, that's why. Right, so 2 by 5 it is the probability of head. And for tail it is 3 by 5. Now add these two possibilities. So 3 plus 2, 5 by 5. 1. That means if we add the probability of head and tail, it is 1. Similarly, whatever number of possibility are there, sum of probability of that all the possibility is always becomes 1. Right? Because total outcomes whatever we have, but if we add all the possibility, then our favorable outcomes, it is also equal with the total outcomes. If we add all the possibility, then definitely our favorable outcomes becomes equal with the total outcomes. That means what I want to say, if 5 times we toss a coin, 2 times head is there and 3 times tail is there, but if we add that head and tail, so definitely 5 results are there, because there is no any other possibility rather than the head or tail. So definitely if we add that head and tail, then it will becomes equal with the total outcomes. That's why sum of probability of all the elementary event is 1. If we take the example for the dice, okay, if we throw one dice, so total 6 possibilities are there, because on dice how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? If we throw one dice, then total 6 possibility are there. So sum of that all the 6 possibility is equal to 1. Okay, that means whatever event we have, whatever number of total outcomes we have, but sum of all the possibility of that event is equal to 1. Okay. Then our next topic, that is, now every event has at least 2 possibility. Every event has 2 possibility. Which one? Either the event will happen, otherwise it will not happen. Right? Definitely every event have 2 possibility. Either the event will happen, otherwise it will not happen. So total 2 possibility, all the event have happen, otherwise not happen. Okay? For happen, we just give this P of E. Okay, if event happen, then we can say that probability of event E. But if it will not happen, we can represent it by P of E dash. Here E dash show that for not happening event. Otherwise, we can also say that P not E. That is probability of not happening of an event E. Here P of E, it means this event will happen. Here not E, that means this event will not happen. What is the probability that this event will not happen? If we think about that nowadays, find out the probability that today rain will not come. find the probability of today rain will not come. So we can represent it by P, not E, where E is rain will come. So here we want to find the probability of rain will not come. So it can be represented by P, not E. Now one more thing. Here we have two possibilities, either happen, otherwise not happen. Here we already learned about that sum of probability of all the elementary event is equals to 1. So here we have two possibilities. So definitely addition of this two possibility, addition of the probability of this two possibility is equals to 1. Right? Because here what we written here, sum of probability of all elementary event is 1. So here we say that here total two possibility are there, either event happen, otherwise not happen. So if event happen, it is represented by P of E. If it is not happen, it is represented by P of E dash, otherwise P not E. So if we add this probability of these two possibilities, then definitely it is equals to 1. Right? So we can say that P of E plus P of E dash is equals to 1. And from here, we can find the value of P of E dash. It is 1 minus P of E. Okay, total possibility is equals to 1. So if we want to find the probability of E dash, of an event E dash, that means event will not happen. So directly we can find by using this formula 1 minus P of E. Okay, P of E dash is equals to 1 minus P of E. That means if we have the probability for head, if we 5 times toss a coin and out of that 2 times head come, and if we know that probability 2 by 5, then we can find the probability that head will not come. Okay, then directly we can find out the probability of head will not come. Okay, if probability for head it is 2 by 5. If we have probability for head 2 by 5, then for not head will not come. So we can directly find out by 1 minus this probability. So 1 minus 2 by 5, 5 is a 5, minus 2, 3 by 5. Okay, so directly we can find the probability. Now we can estimate one thing, not head. If head will not come, and what is the second possibility? Tail. If head will not come, so definitely at that time tail will come. So this is the probability for tail. That we directly find from the one probability. Okay. So if we know the one probability, so from that we can find the probability of not happening of an event. Okay. If some numbers are there, if some numbers are given to you, and if you know the probability of even number will come. Okay, if 10 numbers are there, if you select one random number, okay, if you know the probability of that number is even number, so alternately you can find the probability of odd number, right? If you know the probability that you will select even number, if you know that probability, then from that you can find the probability of not happening of that event. That means even number will not come. If even number will not come, then odd number will come. So definitely even number will not come and odd number will come. Both the probability are same. But you can directly find the probability of even number not come, because if you know the probability of even number will come, so 1 minus that probability, so you will get the answer of probability of even number will not come, and it is similar with odd number will come. Okay, so you can use in this way. So if you use this formula, so directly you can find the probability of second event. Okay, you do not need to do any further calculation.